Good morning, guys. Welcome to class. In this session, we're going to follow on from the discussion we had in the last session just now. And I'm going to ask you loads of random questions. We're just going to talk. I'll correct you and things like that. But these questions will be kind of things that would make you think as normal. So hopefully, lots of people can join and lots of people can benefit from this. Yeah. So we'll see who turns up. So in the last class, just now, we were talking about things like what animal would you like to be. I can't remember what else. Yeah, so it just went quite well, and we're sharing adverts from our countries and things. Yeah, so we start off with a different type of question, but I'm not going to tell you what it is until people join in. Okay, so it's spontaneous a little bit. Okay, if anyone's watching, feel free to join the class as soon as you can, because no one has reserved this class. So that means it's basically open for everyone. Yeah, so open for many people, but please be quick because maybe it will get busy quickly. We'll see. Okay, so I don't know how long we have to wait before you can come, but hopefully you can join in very, very, very soon. There's nothing you can do to prepare. I didn't attach any PowerPoints. I didn't attach anything. So it's just going to be kind of spontaneous, okay? So let's see if it works. If anyone's there who's joining in, could you indicate your presence in the verbling chat box? Could you say 35 seconds? Thank you, Sam. 35 seconds. I'll count down. In the meantime, how should I use this 25 seconds productively? I'm not sure. I have no guitar. I can't play guitar. 25 seconds. I can't sing. I can't paint. I'm not very talented, actually, thinking about it. Okay, so Sam says 15 seconds. That means very, very soon you can join in. 10, 9, 8, 7, smile. Yeah? Advertise something. I don't know. Advertise British vinegar. Sarsens for the authentic British taste. I don't know. Okay, so, yeah, hopefully 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, okay, Sam is in the class. And we have Igor in the class. And we have Frankie in the class again.
Yeah.
Frankie, I didn't manage to see this video because of lack of time. Maybe we can start off having a look at this. In fact, no, I think
it's 40 seconds.
Yeah, let's start by watching this if people didn't. Nukmal is back. How are you, Nukmal? I can't hear you just yet. Just check your mic. Nukmal the Eagle Shukor. Okay, cool. Let's come back to you. Sam, can you hear? We can hear, but can we hear you?
Yes, of course you can hear me.
Perfect. Raphael, is everything working?
Yes.
Great. And Igor, everything working?
Yes, of course.
Cool. Frankie, that's a yes.
Yeah.
And Erkan, nice to meet you. You weren't in the previous session, Erkan, but nice to meet you. Where do you come from? Can't hear you just yet. Just check your mic settings. We'll come back. Okay, so we'll introduce Erkan when we can hear him, but the rest of you know each other, yeah? So I won't make you introduce yourselves. Okay, so the last question was, we were talking about advertising, things like that. Did everyone see Frankie's video? Nukmal, did you see Frankie's video in the last session? Raphael, did you see it?
I saw.
Okay, Sam, did you see it?
The last one, right?
Yep. Well, Frankie's one that he sent.
He sent about 3, I think.
Oh.
I saw the first and the last one.
Okay, and what was it? Because I didn't see it, yeah? So what was it about?
I think the first one was, no, that one was Raphael's. Oh, so I think he sent 2 links. I saw the last one, which was about an aquarium looking for watching TV.
Okay, yeah, so for watching TV and stuff. Okay, so those who want to watch it can watch it and we can talk about it. But other than that, I've got some other questions, okay? So in fact, we'll start off with the questions. If we have time at the end, we can talk about this in more detail and stuff. Okay, so my first random question. Erkan, can we hear you now?
Hello, Martin.
Yes, perfect, cool. We can hear you, perfect. Where are you from, Erkan?
I'm from Malaysia.
Oh no, that was Nukmal. Nukmal said this. Yeah. So Erkan. Can we hear you, Erkan? Okay, we'll come back to you. Just check your cold expression. Okay, so no, we can't hear you, Erkan. Just check your mic settings. I'll share my screen quickly so you can see how to check it if you're not familiar. But here, just in the top right-hand corner, there's a mic button. Make sure it's not red. Yeah. So if it's red, it means we can't hear you. Okay. So anyway, let's go back. Okay, so the first question I'm going to ask, I'll ask Igor this question first of all.
I'm ready.
Are you ready? You sure?
Yes, of course.
Okay, when you're having a bad day, what do you do to make yourself feel better?
Usually, what I do. It depends, but usually I listen to the music, maybe. But if it's something bad, very bad, I take a nap for an hour, for example, or 2 hours, and after that I wake up fresh, and all is okay.
Okay, everything's okay. Just take a nap and then wake up.
Yes, because I have, for example, bad mood, yes, or bad. I think something bad. How to say this?
Negative thoughts. Yeah.
Negative
thoughts.
Yes, negative thoughts.
You would normally
example.
sleep on it, you can say. To sleep on it, basically sleep on your problems, and then when you wake up, hopefully everything's
No,
back.
I know sleep, but when I go to sleep, my mind how to say, rest, yes?
Yeah.
And after that I wake up fresh, and with bad feelings or bad thoughts, they are not so bad like was 2 hours ago, for example, not so bad.
So you
In
would
general,
any problems, you would sleep on it, meaning just rest for a bit, sleep a little bit, then wake up. If you think the same way before, then it's a problem. If suddenly sleep cures it, then it's all right. Yeah, so it's not so much of a problem.
It's not so much a problem because I think all kind of problems you can solve. So you should to take time to solve that problem or to think in another way about that. So this helps me to do this.
Okay, that's cool. Erkan, can you hear us? Okay, we'll come back to you. Frankie, okay, what do you if you're having a bad day, or you're going through a bad patch? This is another way we say it. Sorry. If you're going through a bad patch, that means a difficult situation. Yeah. So if you're going through a bad patch, what would you do to make yourself feel better if you're going through a bad patch?
Well, I feel really bad when I have a problem. Like I think about it a lot of time. Like I can't sleep, and I have to solve this problem now. I have a problem. I gotta solve it, right? This is my way of doing things. So
you can't sleep on it. If you're going through a problem, you have to deal with it then before you can go to sleep.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm gonna get asleep for the rest of my life.
So you won't be able to sleep.
Yeah, exactly. So I have to solve it right now.
So what would you do then? So if you're going through a bad patch, you're saying you just solve it straight away. Yeah, you try to solve the problem straight away.
Yeah, otherwise, I'm going to think about it a lot.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, so you just solve it. Is it easier said than done? Yeah, so is it easier said than done? So does it always work? So can you always solve the problem?
No,
initially?
sometimes it's impossible. But when it's impossible, I just think of the best way to solve it, and when I can solve it, I solve it.
Okay, that's cool. Raphael, would you agree with this? Would you say you are more like Igor and you would sleep on it, or more like Frankie and solve the problem straight away?
Sorry, I'm not sleep on it, but I take a pause. How to say?
A break.
So problem I'm not sleeping. Problems is solved automatically.
Just take a break.
Take a break and problems become in another. I see problem in another point of view. So problem is not so big. After you think about this problem, after, for example, 2 hours, and
so
I
you
sleep.
Would have a Kit Kat, yeah?
Sorry.
You would have a Kit Kat.
What do you mean?
Kit Kat. I don't know. That Kit Kat is.
Take a
probably
break.
Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. Something like
Yes.
that. Yes. You would
Yes.
just have a Kit Kat. Okay.
Yes.
So and think about it later. Raphael, what would you do? Would you take a break? Would you have a Kit Kat, or would you solve the problem straight away?
I think that take a break is important to solve the problem. See in another way, you know. Usually, when I have a problem, I I take a break to listen to music and read some books or watch a TV series, that
Yeah.
kind of thing.
So rest for it, take a break. But could you solve? And does it depend on what the problem is? Yeah. So can you, for
Yes.
example, in a work situation or something, can you deal with a problem? Would you be able to deal with a problem straight away, or what? Yeah. Does it depend on the situation? Can you ever deal with problems straight away?
Yes, I can do this in
So it's
work.
better take a break. Yeah.
Yes, in work you don't don't have time to do this. You in a job.
But if you had the choice in your personal life, you would procrastinate a little bit. Say, okay, rest first and make an active decision. Yeah. So later.
Yes, yes.
Okay, that's interesting. Sam, which side of the fence do you lie?
Actually, it depends on the situation I am in. For example, if I am just out of an argument and nothing to talk about, nothing to fix, it's just an argument and it's done. Well, I usually just take a nap, sleep on it. Well, if I have an overwhelming work and I don't know how to start, I maybe go for a walk. If I'm just having a lot of concerns and I don't know how to deal with them, I invade the kitchen.
Yeah, the fridge. Yeah, so you'd raid. We say raid the fridge,
Yes.
and that means eat. Yeah,
Yes.
raid the fridge. Yeah, and that's a thing. Comfort eating. Yeah, it's a comfort eating. We call it
It's a
comfort.
bad habit, but yes, it happens.
Yeah, and guys, does it happen with you guys? Yeah, so if you're going, I'll ask you how you would. I'll ask you the same question I asked the rest, but also add something to this as well. Yeah, so about what Sam said about comfort eating. Yeah, so Erkan, is it working? Not yet, I don't think. Yeah, so we'll come back. Emad.
Yeah, yes, I can hear it.
Okay, nice to meet you. Where are you from?
Actually, I'm from Syria. Right now, I'm living in Egypt.
Perfect. Okay, so Sam was also from Syria, so that's interesting. Emad, did you understand what we were talking about?
Yeah, I understand that your question was if you have a problem, would you solve it straight away or sleep on it? Is it a right question?
Yeah. So if you have a problem, would you deal with it straight away?
Yeah.
What would you do with the? How would you deal with the problem? And would you do something, for example, like Sam said, and comfort eat? Yeah. So raid the fridge.
No, I will try to solve it straight away because I learned that if you sleep on it, it will get worse and worse. So I learned that if you did something, if you try to make, let's say, try to take a solve in the first moment, that would be the best thing to do.
Okay, so
just experience. Yeah.
deal with it straight away. Yeah. So as soon as there's a problem, solve it. Okay, that's interesting. Anyone else who I haven't asked? Yeah. So, Igor, do you ever raid the fridge? Do you ever comfort eat?
No. Do you mean to eat much to solve a problem?
Yeah, to eat to feel better. Yeah. So lots of people eat. So for example, you think, oh, I feel bad. Oh, I have a chocolate bar. Yeah. So, yeah, for lots of people do this. I don't know if it's with you, but okay.
Definitely no. Definitely.
You eat to distract yourself.
No, definitely not. I eat to live. Yes, I don't eat for pleasure. I don't know. I have another occupations for amusement or for I don't know.
Okay, so what would you do? Yes, so you would do other things. What kind of things would you do?
For what?
You would sleep on it. Yeah. So, for example, like comfort eating. What else would you do to make yourself feel better? Yeah. So, for example, I don't know. Some people smoke. Some people
Oh,
things
okay.
like that. Yeah.
I do not smoke. For example, I feel better when I am here. For example, on the Verbling, yes,
Burbling.
or when
So-
I am the work. When I work, I usually.
Oh, someone muted you, Igor.
Yeah. I see.
Okay.
Nuhmal, what do you do? I see that. Hello?
Yep. I'm here.
Too quiet. I don't know why.
My
No.
mic is it too quiet?
No. I mean, there was a background noise,
then
and
it
now without background
Yeah, and you
noise.
thought, oh, where's everyone gone? Yes.
Yes,
Okay,
I thought that connection's broken.
okay, so you would work or do things like study, yeah, to take your mind off it. Yeah.
Yes, I can say that now at the moment, last, for example, 2 years, I do every day what I want. So I all days I do something interesting for me.
Yep. So something that stimulates the mind and stuff. Yes.
Yes. For
Okay,
example, I learn English, and for me it's very important to learn English and to speak fluently. I don't know in how many months it will take this, but
I don't know. Have you? I don't know. Do you ever watch any of the recordings back? Yeah. So I don't know when did you join, Igor? When did you join Verbling?
I joined Verbling in January, 10 January, I think.
Okay, so it'd be interesting for you to hear some sessions from when you first joined and then compare it with now, yeah? So maybe that could be a way of monitoring it and stuff. Yeah?
Yes, I did this. It's correct to say I did.
Yep, you did it. Yep, you've done it.
Yes, I done it. I looked at my previous from January how I speak to now. Now I can express myself more confidently. Yes, I make mistakes, but more words. I know more words, and I can how to say this word to put in the right way.
Yeah, so you can express yourself in the right way and stuff. Yeah. So the guys, for the rest of you, maybe that's interesting as well. If you joined a long time ago or something, or even just to monitor your progress, just look at how you spoke maybe a couple of months ago or whatever. Yeah. So okay. Any more comments? Yeah. So Raphael, do you understand to raid the fridge, and would you do this?
Oi?
Would you raid the fridge?
No, I don't.
Okay. Some people also, for example, like to go for a jog or like to run or do some exercise to take your mind off things. Would you do something like this, or what would you do?
Something I sometimes I do. I do this kind of thing. Go to the beach. This kind of thing. I live in front of the beach.
Oh, okay. Show us. You've got a window there. Can we see the beach from your window by any chance?
Yes, show us.
From my room,
Do you know?
we don't see the sea.
Come on, show us.
But the thing is,
Wait.
I had a private student once from Brazil. He lived on the beach, and it would always have classes on the beach. For me, I was there going, oh, you know, because I could see the blue water, the perfect white sand, and it was like, oh, you know.
Rafael, in what city do you live? Say, I would look at Google Earth.
João Pessoa.
Could you write in
Wait.
chat? Country and city.
Can we
I
see
would-
something? We see something.
Oh, this is my the view of my bedroom.
Yeah.
But in the room,
Wow.
we can see the sea.
Wow. Okay. So in that case, let's look at your city. I'm curious. now.
How many floors have that houses?
Here, 25, 30.
25 or 30. Yeah. So quite tall. And with an elevator. Yeah. You don't have to walk up the stairs.
Yes, I'm living in a 29
Oh,
floor.
29th floor. Yes. 29th floor. What happens, for example, when the elevator breaks? When the lift breaks?
we have to upstairs.
Go up the stairs, walk up the, climb the stairs. Yeah, climb the stairs.
Yes.
But Sam also lives near the beach. Yes. So what's it like living near a beach, especially living near a beach in a hot country like Spain? Yeah. So Sam, what's it like?
Well, it's just awesome.
What I want to know.
In every holiday, I take the train. Only 15 minutes. I'm there. I take with me a blanket and just have a seat, enjoy the sound of the water.
So it takes me about 25 minutes by train to reach the beach in the UK, but we're talking about different things here, yeah? So usually it's windy, really, really windy, and it's not so fun. But does the novelty wear off, yeah? So does the novelty wear off living near a nice beach all the time, yeah? So Raphael, make us feel better, yeah? So you live near a really nice beach. Do you use it? Do you notice the beach now, or is it completely normal for you?
Is a completely normal. When I let me see. When I move it from here, I think that I will go to the beach every day. But after 1 month, I just
you're like, oh, beach what? You know who the hell
Raphael,
cares?
could you write your city? What city do you live?
We're gonna spy.
Yes,
spy.
I sent the link.
Okay.
Wait.
No worries.
Here.
Okay, and Sam said it's not something you enjoy every day, yeah? So, yeah, I guess it's the same. When you always want something, when you finally get it, you know, you don't notice it maybe. The novelty wears off. Let's have a look at Rafael's picture. I'll share my screen.
In Brazil, you live?
Yes.
Brazil is like a paradise, they say, yeah? So it's like paradise. Oh, look at this. Come on, guys.
Whoa,
You'll go to
it's
Brazil.
amazing.
Wow, look at that. Yes. I can't imagine. But what's it like, though, living in Brazil, yeah? So what is life like? Is the quality of life really, really good, yeah? So people are quite relaxed, would you say?
Here in Brazil, we have a huge difference between, foreign cities. Cities that is very far from the sea, and the colonization here is has begun from the let me see, from the coast, and the big cities here in Brazil is all of them is in the coast, the sea coast.
Well, it makes sense, you know. If you have a lot of land, build on this beach, you know, first, because it's nicer, I guess. Like Australia, yes. I've heard it's similar, I think.
Yes. In these cities, the quality of life in some of them is very, very well.
Right, very high.
Yes, I like to live here. Is a city that I don't need go to another place to get some things that I want.
So you're perfectly content, yeah? So it's perfectly good. I was hoping you were saying, actually, you don't like it, something's wrong. Oh, okay, but yeah, it's good. We are happy for you, Raphael. We are pleased for you. Okay, we also have Annelise in the chat. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, nice to speak with you. And where are you from?
From Paris in France.
Okay, cool. From Paris. Okay, so we're talking about. I don't know if you managed to watch the session or you followed what we're talking about. Did you manage to see the live stream, or have you just joined? Okay, it's frozen. We'll come back to you, Annelise. But yeah, can you hear? Okay, we'll come back to you in the meantime. Okay, so anyone else who's just sneaked in somewhere? Okay, so Sam, you also Cala Longa for 2 months. Is this in Spain, Sam?
Yes, it's in Ibiza, and it's close to Valencia.
Okay, that looks good.
It's an island.
I'll share my screen so everyone can see. But yeah, then I'll show you my local beach, yeah, so to compare, which is not like this, yeah. So yeah, the water is blue, the sea is nice and white. In fact, you have sandy beaches. We have stones on our beaches. Looks good, yeah. You think? It's not so far as well, yeah. So maybe I'm planning to go to Spain this month to visit a friend in Malaga, yeah. And I don't know what the beaches are like there. Do you know, Sam?
No, in Malaga, I don't know.
Okay, yes, I'm hoping it's like this. Maybe it's not. I'm not sure. Okay, so just to put in proportion, this is my local beach. Yeah, it's nowhere near like this. Once again, we're in the UK. It's the water is grey and there's no sand. There's stones. Yeah, so don't.
Whoa.
So
Stones?
you can't swim in the beach, or
In the UK,
yeah.
you can, but it's cold. Yeah, it's not fun. So you're more than welcome. I mean, you can do anything you like, but people do. Yeah, so I would swim not here, but I would swim in Cornwall. So I'll show you Cornish beaches. They're okay, but it's not like Brazil. Yeah, so it's not like Brazil or Spain. But Cornish beaches are okay. Yeah, so they're not too bad.
The Cornish? Can I say the word Cornish?
Cornish to describe a Cornish beach. This is in a region called Cornwall, which is in the southwest. Can be okay in the summer, but the weather in the UK is not so good. So yeah, maybe it's not like you can enjoy it much. But yeah, okay. So Sam lives near a beach. Does anyone else live near a beach? So Ahmad, you're in Egypt. What's it like there?
Actually, I really like the beach here because the coastal side is very fine, but I didn't reach to that point that I felt like in our country because I didn't feel like the coastal side is not prepared to be, let's say, for as you can see, it's not always for tourism or like that. So if you take the tower on the coastal side, that will be not fine. But there is areas very nice and very good in Egypt here, but it's always very expensive. It's been prepared, and let's say they have high quality services in the coastal side. But it's just as, let's say, special companies or special area that you need to pay money to get inside it.
Okay, so you have to
The rest
pay,
of
like
the rest of the beach, yeah.
like an exclusive beach, you can say, yes, an exclusive beach.
Yeah.
And I've seen some pictures. There was, I think, in some newspaper or something. They were talking about Syria, and there's really nice beaches in Syria. Yeah, I'm not sure. Is it true? Yeah. So I saw some pictures that it was maybe in the Guardian or something like that, and they were showing like the other side of Syria. Yeah. So basically, stop talking about. They were not talking about in this article about the conflict and things. They were talking about actually that Syria, behind it all, is a very beautiful country. Yeah. So so how is it, Sam? Yeah. So how does it compare with Spain?
Well, I think. Well, for me, I think it's in Syria. It's more beautiful, maybe less organized, but it also has the same. Well, maybe a little bit hotter sun.
Yeah.
We have also beautiful sand and gulfs. It's beautiful.
So look at this, guys. I'm just going to share my screen. Look at these pictures. So look, it's amazing. Do you know these places? Yeah. So is this?
Yeah.
Is this what it's like?
Yeah, it's because near the coastal side, there is an areas that has been as natural reservations or reserved areas, and some of them still till now as it's rural, never been touched by the human.
Yeah. And you think, this could be the next. This could potentially be a really good tourist destination, because lots of people like to go to places where no one else goes. Yeah, so maybe this could be. Certainly has the potential. Yeah, lots of people want to go on holiday there. But yeah, of course, at the moment maybe it's difficult. But it looks really really nice. So do you miss it then? Yeah. So Sam, of course, yeah. We won't go into too much like political discussion or whatever. But do you miss it? Yes. Do you miss living in this country?
Well, it's not an easy life, but of course I miss the family. Like the family. What do you call it?
So the yeah, relatives.
Yes, but I was raised there, so it is everything. My memories is there.
Yeah.
Yes, so I remember my house that I lived in for 15 years. Now it is not a very good place to live in.
Okay. Yeah. So and what about you, Ahmed? Do you miss things like the beaches, things like home, yeah, and stuff like that? Because it's I guess always difficult going to another country, yeah, and things like that. But Ahmed, do you miss things like the beach? Miss things like
Yeah, I actually miss everything. It's been about 5 months when I fled the country. Um, I actually miss everything because I feel that I'm losing something there. Yeah.
the thing is, it's difficult because it is home, yeah. So
Yeah.
when you take away the politics and all this kind of thing, it is home, yeah. And I guess it's must have been quite a difficult decision for you to make.
Yeah.
Right, very right.
Okay.
Well,
But
there's
guys, I don't want to
something-
make you feel uncomfortable. Yeah, talking about it. So if it's too much, we can move on. Yeah. If you like.
well, it's okay, but not. We don't like to make details on politics in public.
No worries, no worries. Okay, in that case, we'll move on. Okay, so Igor, what about Moldova? Is there a coastline to Moldova?
Could you repeat what is east?
Is there a coastline?
Oh, do you mean sea or ocean?
Yep.
No, here we don't. Our country is landlocked, so we do not have a sea or ocean near us. But usually, people from our country, when want to go to sea, they go or in Romania or in Ukraine, because
It looks
it's
nice. Look at this. One sec. Wait,
It's near
I'll show
us.
my screen. So you go to other countries because not so far.
yes.
I've just searched for it. Look at this. Yeah, look at this, guys. Can you see? Is this true? Looks really green. Can you see
What?
Yeah.
this picture on my screen? Maybe. Oh, I didn't focus it. Sorry. Here. Igor.
Yes, but what is that?
Somewhere in Moldova.
This is something. Can you give the link
Yeah, sure.
to
So I just
see?
typed in Moldova, but you can find what it is, yeah. So where it is and stuff, if you know it. But it looks really cool because I typed Moldova and it corrected.
Wow.
But this is something made in Photoshop, I think.
Oh,
It's
okay.
Unreal.
Okay, that's what. Yeah, that's gonna be my next question. So, yeah, it could have been things like this are usually Photoshop, maybe like the beaches are always bluer.
Go up on this page. Go up, upper. You see this photo? Is the third photo in the second row?
This one, yeah.
Yes, this is real. This is without Photoshop. This is real.
So it is very, very green. Yeah, you're saying that
Yes.
it's very green.
Yes, it's a very green country. We have here trees, many. It's actually this country is agricultural. How to say agricultural?
Agricultural, yeah. So it's like
Agricultural.
agricultural economy, yeah. So there's lots of farms, lots of greenery and stuff.
Yes.
Is it always green?
No, in winter it's not green. It's
White.
yes, it's white with snow and stuff like that. But in spring, summer, it's green, like on this photo.
Yes, it's nice, yeah. But if you move the snow, the grass, does it stay green? Yeah. So I'm just saying, is the grass greener on the other side? Do you know this expression? People say the grass is always greener. Javier said, "I prefer to know where is that woman." Okay, so there was a picture, I think, of a woman on that link. But okay, so the grass is always greener on the other side. This is an expression we say, always greener on the other side. This is an expression to mean basically we always think the other place is better and things like this. But I was just asking you, literally, Igor, is the grass greener on the other side? So is the grass always quite green?
Not always. In the winter, we do not have grass. All grass, how to say, go away grass in winter.
Yeah, so the grass dies, I guess you can say. The grass dies.
Yes, because it's cold. It's about minus 5 degrees in average. All winter average is -5, -3 degrees, something like that. So grass, we do not have trees, green trees in winter. Only in the summer and spring.
Okay, yeah. So only at the certain times of the year and stuff.
And
Okay.
also here, fruits and vegetables are very cheap in the season when it's season.
Because there's lots of farmers producing these, yes?
Yes, they produce and they sell here, and also they sell in Russia all their production.
And what's it like living in the countryside in your country? Because, for example, I've heard in some countries people just want to live in the city. In the UK, people kind of, it depends. People, if they work in London, sometimes they want to live in London, but they also like to live in the countryside. So would you say lots of people want to live in the countryside, or do they want to live in the city?
They definitely do not like to live in the countryside. How to say, young people. And majority young people, they do not like. Old people, they like elderly people,
Yeah.
but young people, they do not like, because they do not have job opportunities, they do not have education opportunities like universities. They only can work like farmers, something like that, in this domain to work, and maybe some small business to open, but no another opportunities. So they came to cities from our country. Here, not too much opportunities, but much more than in countryside.
In the countryside, yeah. So it's better.
Yes.
Would you say this in your countries, Frankie? Yes. So Italy needs no introduction yet. So it's known for being very, very beautiful as well. Let's have a look. By the way, what I want to know is if all the streets in Italy look like. I'll try and see if I can get my impression. Basically, really old. Yeah. So I typed Moldovan, and all of a sudden, loads of Moldovan women came up. Okay. So Italy. Yeah, I don't know. Yes, we're talking Italy. Okay, so can you? Yeah, so like this, is it really all old and stuff, or is it? Yeah, because this is the image. I don't know what other people get. This is the image I get of Italy. Yeah, so it's very, very old, very nice, classical, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that is like that. Really, it's really like that. But if you go in Rome, the center is really old and such. But if you go to the suburb, it's full of new buildings and skyscrapers and such. The center is always ancient and beautiful because it's old, and we haven't touched it luckily. So it's beautiful, right? But
it's untouched, yes.
Yeah, it's untouched. But of course, the suburbs are places where people live. If you want to buy a city in the center of Rome, you simply can't. It's impossible because they cost too much. So you have to go to the suburb, and there, it's like every other city in the world. But, of course, the center is amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, it's amazing. But if you go to the countries,
so, yeah.
What?
I've heard. We hear a lot about Tuscany, yeah. So.
Yeah. Tuscany is. I've been there, and like. Firenze is just amazing. It's really old. There is quite a small city, and there aren't so many new buildings. And I mean, it's really good. It's kind of untouched, really, as a place. But if you go to Milan, right? It's much more industrialized. Usually the north of Italy is more full of industries and factories, whereas the south is less touched, less developed.
Yep. And so who would live here? For example, yeah, so you have the choice between living in a city or taking this house with a nice swimming pool, even a diving board with this view. Would anyone not like to live in this place? Guys, yeah, so what do you think? Yeah, so we do an opinion. Look at this, I just found a random house. It looks amazing, in my opinion. Sam, would you live somewhere like that?
Yes, of course. It's beautiful.
Or would you prefer to live in the city?
No, actually, Well, in fact, I'm more of a countryside person than a city person. But of course, I live in a city when I need something related to a city. For example, study or work or something like that. But in general, in fact, I prefer living in the countryside.
Yeah, so you're a country bumpkin, yeah? So, Raphael, you're a city guy, I guess. Would you
Yes.
live somewhere like this, yeah? So, would this be you, or
I
would you like to live in the city?
I prefer living in a city, but have this as a second home is would be good.
Wow, it's a second home, yeah? So, somewhere you don't go too often, yeah? If you were really, really lonely and
Yes,
stuff.
yes, because
Can I,
this is um, might be very long from the cities that
okay, so
you.
very far from the cities, very far from the cities.
Yes.
Can I just ask, Frankie, this house, yeah?
Yeah.
Is it a rich person's house? Because, for example, if you have a swimming pool, this is like a massive thing, yeah? So, is this house a rich person's house?
Well, it depends. Like, when you buy house in the countryside, it's really cheap, right? Because it usually doesn't cost too much. Like this house, I mean, costs like an apartment, building in the city,
Whoa.
So I mean, it's a factor when you have to choose where to live, because in the countryside, it's really, really, really cheap compared to cities like Rome and Milan, right? So you have to really, really be careful about it.
Okay, so it's cheap. Cheap. It's about the same price as an apartment and stuff.
Yeah.
Do you know what I would choose? Yeah, it all depends where the work is, I guess. It's nice having a nice
Yeah.
house, but if you've got no job, if you've got nothing to do, but if you retired or whatever, I can imagine this being an amazing place to live. But what do you say, Frankie? Would you prefer to live in the city or somewhere like this?
I'm
And
a
what's the
city guy.
Italian dream? What do
Well-
Italians want?
Well, I don't know. Italians are really different between others. So, I mean, I prefer to live in a big city because they're just full of opportunities. And if I have to work, I simply can't go between the countryside and the city every day. I know some people that do that every day from the countryside, and they spend like 2 hours to get to the capital. So it's really, really, it's not good at all, right? So, but if you like the countryside, you're a countryside kind of person, you can do it. But personally, I would go definitely for the city.
It's never.
I'm a city guy, yeah.
I'd say most people want to live in the city in the UK until maybe they get children. Then they lots of people like to live in the countryside because the UK is very, very small. Yeah, so to get to, for example, to work in London is okay even if you live in the countryside. Yeah, so lots of people until they get children, maybe they want the city. And when they get children, they like to bring their children up maybe in with bigger gardens and stuff like that. But yeah, what do you say? Who else hasn't said? So Igor, would you live here or an apartment in the city?
I would, but how far away is this
How
villa?
far do you think, Frankie? So to get to the next city,
Well, I think it's near from Firenze, so it's like I suppose it's half an hour, maybe an hour.
oh,
How many
far.
kilometers? How many kilometers?
I don't know. I don't live in Tuscany, so
so maybe half an hour by car. You're saying, yeah?
If
yeah.
if roads are good in that place, good. Not like here in Moldova. Here's are bad roads we have. So if roads are very good, like in the United States or like in I don't know in what countries, I would live in this place because I would buy a good car like Mercedes or Volvo, and I would go to city when I need to go.
Yep. So you prefer to live here, not the city, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So that's a good point. And what about Ahmad? Yeah. So city or somewhere like this?
I would like to live in something like that because living in some place like that, very quiet, and give you it will longer your life. But I agree with everyone because it's hard to find work that you can work in your house or away from the country. I think, yeah, when it comes to work or the make living, it's hard to find something that you can work in your house or away from the city. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's difficult, yeah, to find a work and stuff like this. So I don't know what I would say. I mean, I was brought up in the countryside in the UK, but now I live in city. There's certain things I like, yeah, more about the city. So you can do whatever you like. You can, yeah, there's more options. But there's certain things I also miss, yeah. So for example, I don't know, going on a massive bike ride for several hours with a
Yeah.
friend, yeah, and things like that. So I guess I don't know, to have a bit of both. Like Raphael said, maybe if you're rich enough, get both. Yeah, you'd say that, Raphael.
Yes.
Get both, yeah.
Because here, where I live, is the second greenest city in the world, behind only Paris. So I already live in a place that have a big industry,
Yeah.
big Apollo, and have a nature to enjoy.
So you have the best of both worlds, we say, yeah? The best of both worlds.
Yes.
Okay, that's interesting. One second. Whereas if you live somewhere like New York or London or something, it's just very, very city-like. There's parks and stuff, but it's not like it's the countryside.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, any last opinions? So, Emad, I just asked you, didn't I? I just asked you.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Anyone else? Okay, in that case, let's go back. Okay, so I'll ask you a new question, and that is, how do you see your life to be like in 10 years' time? This is a very difficult one. We've got 13 or so minutes, so it might be complicated. Sam, 10 years' time, how do you see your life to be like?
In 10 years, well, I see it stabilized and comfortable, of course, for sure. I mean, I'm thinking about 5 years is enough for me.
Okay, yeah, so 4 or 5 years, everything will stabilize, everything will settle, yeah? Everything will settle down. Okay, so can you imagine, for example, going back to Syria within the next 10 years?
Well, I don't think it will be a good choice. I don't think it will be enough for 10 years to become as it was. I don't think it is like that. It's became like a radioactive. It's like a radiation. You need a lot of years to even if it started to stop now, it needs like a lot of years to, there are a lot of details to, people got corrupted.
Okay, so you're saying that in terms of that, but you're saying you see your life in Spain or somewhere else?
Well, I'm not sure. It depends on finding the career. I don't really care if it is what it was in Spain or wherever, but just care that it is a stable job and with a suitable salary.
Yeah, okay, so that you could go anywhere. You're completely mobile. If you
Yes.
got an offer anywhere, so I don't know, range from Russia to the UK to America to Brazil, you could go anywhere in the world.
With a suitable salary, of course.
Okay, yeah, so based on the salary and stuff. Okay, you're completely mobile. Raphael, how mobile are you? Yeah, so nowadays people are getting more mobile. People are not restricted to their home city, maybe as it was 50 years ago or whatever. How mobile are you, Raphael? Or do you think in 10 years' time you'll still be in your city?
How?
Do you think in 10 years' time you'll still live in your city? And how do you imagine your life to be like in 10 years' time? Or what?
I don't think so, cause my job area the polo is in São Paulo, so I'll have to traveling to São Paulo for having a good job, But peraí. When I retired, I think that I go back to here.
Okay, so basically but are you quite mobile? So for example, if you got a job offer in Cape Town in South Africa, for example, or I don't know, Sydney or Beijing, yeah? So are you mobile? Could you go anywhere to work?
Yes, I don't have problem with move. I already do this before.
Okay, so you are mobile, so I'm mobile, you can say.
Yes.
Where did you live in a different country?
How?
Did you live in a different country, Raphael?
No, no. It's here in Brazil that I'm moved from
You've already
one
moved, yeah,
city.
to another, yeah. So, for
Yes.
you, it's not a problem, yeah. So you are mobile. Cool.
Yes,
Igor,
very.
Igor, how mobile are you, or are you attached?
I'm very mobile. You do not, you will not believe what I'm mobile I am. I am.
He's so mobile, he's got wheels attached to him. Yeah, he's
Yes,
even built wings for himself.
I
Okay,
can
tell
be
us.
today in one country, tomorrow in another, and after a week in another. So, no, I just joking. To be seriously, in 10 years, I don't know what will be, but I have plans maybe to go to study to Canada.
Cool.
So I will learn English. You see, I am improving my English day by day with small steps, and I will take TOEFL exam.
Yeah.
And after that, I can go to study in Canada.
Okay,
Because
why
it's very
Canada?
cheap. It's very cheap education there.
Visas are okay as well to get visa. I've heard that for Canada, it's one of the easiest English-speaking countries to get a visa to. I think, yeah, or something
Yes,
like
it's
that.
easy.
And
Because
it's also, the quality of life is good, yeah.
yes, and because they attract young people with I don't know who wants to study. You can remain there after study. You can live. It's very easy because.
But what about the snow? Yes.
But not all Canada is with snow. For example, if you go to, I don't know, Toronto area or Vancouver, there are not much snow. Snow in Alberta and other provinces, whereas at the North Pole, there these provinces. Do you know this Alberta?
Things like Toronto, yeah, I've heard of stuff. But I like the Canadian. Oh, what is it? Maple syrup and I like this kind of maple and pecan stuff. The food, yeah, I've heard is quite nice. Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, so you're saying it'll be a good quality of life there. Yeah, so Canada.
Quality of life because and the English country culture, I think it's good and it's very cheap. For example, if I compare with United States, it's very expensive to go to study. I want to study at master program because I finished
Just out of
university.
interest, how are the tuition fees in Canada? Because in America and UK very very expensive. Yeah, so how are they fit to do masters and things like that? Did you find out?
Yes, I to UK I didn't. How to say correct? I haven't watched.
Yeah, you haven't looked up. Yeah, so you haven't looked.
Yes, I haven't looked up for UK because I think but I looked, I think, up one or two universities, and I saw that it's very expensive. But I researched Canada and the USA universities.
And Canada's cheaper.
It's very cheap in Canada, relatively. I mean, it's not cheap, but relatively, if you compare with United States, I can afford these universities. I have this money to afford life there, and
so it's better, yeah. Yeah, so it's cheaper. Yeah, and UK is very expensive. Sam, yeah, I would agree. Yeah, so Sam, have you ever been to the UK?
No, I traveled to many countries, but UK not.
Because of the prices, yeah? The prices are very, very high.
No. In fact, I didn't have a chance to go there, but I'd like to go there one day.
Okay, that's cool. But yeah, the prices, I don't know why it's so expensive, yeah? So, but it is, things are very expensive there, yeah? But maybe, I don't know how it compares with America. I think it's definitely more expensive than America. I heard that if, for example, you buy an iPhone for, I don't know, £500 in the UK that would cost $500, yeah? So for technical items, the figure is the same, the number is the same, it's just they changed the pound sign, so that would be like maybe $800 for the same thing, yeah, as in America. So I've heard, yeah, so I don't know how it compares to America, but apartments are expensive, food is pretty expensive, yeah, life is expensive. But Emad, okay, sorry, Frankie, sorry, I forgot to ask you, how mobile are you, and where will you be in 10 years' time?
Well, I'm definitely really, really mobile. I can't imagine what I will do in 10 years' time. I mean, really, it's a lot. I'm still studying, I'm a student, so in 10 years' time, I could get a job and travel, and I don't know, really, it is just impossible for me. Just imagine what I will do in 10 years' time.
But are you mobile, yeah? So could you be anywhere in the world? Could you go to, for example, Raphael's city,
Yeah, definitely,
Spain?
with no problem. By the way, I love to. I'm not just model.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you'd like to, yeah? So you're
Yeah.
quite mobile. It's not because you're
Yeah.
thinking, okay, because I'll go where the job is. It's actually because you'd like to do that. You'd enjoy
Yeah,
it.
I'd love to do that. Right.
Okay, that's interesting. What would you say, Emad? Yeah. So okay, obviously you're mobile already, but how mobile are you, and how mobile do you think you'll be within the next 10 years?
Right now, I'm ready to be mobile because I'm looking for stability. I'm looking for a job. I'm looking for something that I can start with again from scratch. But at the same way, I'm not planning anything for the next 10 years because I already had plans and I was working on, and something happened out of my control. Then I'm back again from the beginning. So right now, I'm not willing to put another plans. I just start from any point and work on it, just like that.
Yeah. So the thing is, yeah. So you had the plans already, but then and then yeah, and it kind of. But the thing is, so you're saying you are mobile, but equally you want to build your life in. Would you say in Egypt, or do you go somewhere else as well? For example,
No,
if you got an offer to go to anywhere in the world, yeah. So Thailand,
in
yeah.
this
or
case, I'll accept it.
Canada.
Yeah, I'll accept it. I definitely will accept any offer if it have good conditions. I'll accept it. Because it looks like I have to start again from scratch. When I started 5 years from now, when I started from Syria, I started to work my own business. I look like started to take the fruits of what I've been working for in the last 5 years. Then I started again from the zero. So I'm not going to take the chance and to put any risk on myself again. If I had any salary or any offer outside Egypt or inside Egypt, I'd accept it.
Okay, and that's the thing, yeah. So if you had the business, you built it up, it must be really frustrating, yeah, because it's not your fault. But Sam said most people learn English because they want to be mobile. Would you guys agree with this? Is that the main reason for learning English? So Sam, yeah. So from your experience, are you learning English because you want to be mobile? Yeah. Do you associate it with mobility?
For me, I think my English is already. I'm using it already, but my English used to be much better. But after I moved here to Spain, I don't know. I gained a Spanish accent with. I don't know.
Right, I'm trying to think now. I'm trying to listen to it.
So I'm just working on making it in shape again.
Yeah. Okay, so you see it with being mobile and stuff. Raphael, why are you learning English? Is it for this reason or is it for another reason?
It's for jobs, opportunities, and for socialization with. I have some friends from all of the world, and I like to talk with them more without the just type,
Difficulty,
talk.
yeah. So to speak, yeah, for socializing, yeah. So
Yes.
if you make I don't know, a Chinese friend, you can't speak Chinese, they can't speak Portuguese, but maybe English, yeah, you can get by on that. Yes, it's
Yes.
quite interesting, but it's not. Yeah, the thing is, there's like an arrogance, I would say, in English-speaking countries that we expect the world to speak English, yeah, but it's not so. I've heard that actually not everyone speaks English. So what would you say in your city, Raphael? What's the proportion of people that speak English like you, as in good English?
I think that 10%.
Speak good English, yeah?
Yes.
So the majority, this is what it's saying, yeah? So the majority don't, yeah? So it's not like it is, yeah, I don't know, so dominant. But I guess in South America, Spanish is also pretty dominant. So would you say more Brazilians would learn Spanish first before English?
I don't know. I think that just the majority of the things that are in television, internet, the content, the films, music is everything in English. So it's more attractive to learn English. It's more easy.
Yeah, so American English and stuff, yeah. So the American, we see this as well, yeah. So we're also influenced by
Yes.
American culture and stuff like that, yeah. So,
Yes.
okay, we've run out of time, guys. Great to speak with you as always. Igor, I don't know if we need to hang up now, but we can just hear from you quickly if you like. I haven't got a session afterwards. But Igor, what would you say to this? Yeah. So, are you learning English to be mobile or for a job now?
I learn English for job opportunities because if you know English, you have a chance to find a better job with good payment.
Just like an investment, yeah. Of yours.
Yes, yes.
Frankie, what do you say?
Well, I mean, it's for reasons they said, but also as an Italian, half of my family is not Italian. It's like half American, half from Germany.
Wow.
So just even to speak with relatives, you know, we gotta speak English because we don't always, yeah. It's kind of strange.
A mix of German, Italian, and English. That's the thing, because I was wondering about your accent. Yeah, so it is kind of mixed. Yeah,
It's kind of mixed, right? I'm influenced by American English and British English, so it's kind of mixed.
But it's kind of cool. Yeah. So Imad, do you have any last points? Yeah, any last things?
I think English is very critical for everyone in career, in job, everything, future study, everything started to be everything. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So about jobs and mainly things like that. Okay, guys, great to speak with you as always. Mohammed has just joined. I haven't got time to say hello to you, but hopefully you can come in a future session. Okay, Mohammed. Take care, guys, and speak to you soon. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.